10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew a live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just smoke. And when we raise the voice, so call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, they say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people cupboard empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking and I know too late. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness and time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew a live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you fi plan, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. What's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just smoke. And when we raise revise so call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Always time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are knock on the door.
Always time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Always our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late. Hey!
Always time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not by the door.
Always time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew a live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Ha! Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high rise, road still full of hope. House pocket to a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Always time to go. Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Always
Time to go.
time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Always a time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. What's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just smoke. And when we raise revise so call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Always time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are knock on the door.
Always time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Always our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late. Hey!
Always time to go.
Jamaican speaking in One voice and one voice only. One voice and one voice only. Good evening. We're listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. I know Mr. O'Brien is in the background. Just a minute there. We're going to bring him on soon. Jamaica, the land of my birth, the land that I love with my heart dearly. Our nation is in crisis tonight. We celebrated 64 years of independence. We celebrated emancipation. And our people is facing demolition. The lands may not belong to them. The land may belong to other people. In which modern democracy do we see at 3 o'clock in the morning a demolition crew came around to bulldoze down poor people houses from a property that is being sold to a well-known hotel in Jamaica? In which modern democracy you hear nothing from the member of parliament, you hear nothing from the prime minister? And yet when we come over here to speak the truth, some will say that we are one-sided. Some will say that we are a part of the People's National Party or a part of the Jamaica Labour Party. My question tonight is, where is the people going to stay? Where are the people going to stay? My question tonight is, are they going to be out in the cold tonight while those who do this is in the comfort of their beds? Good evening, Jamaica. Good evening to the Caribbean. Good evening to Jamaicans in the diaspora around the world and the Eastern Caribbean and those in the chat room. Good evening. Like up the live feed. Share the live feed. Our nation is in crisis. And I keep on saying this on this platform. And many of you may think that I am coming over here to spread propaganda. It's not spreading propaganda, my fellow Jamaicans. This happened at Clifton some time ago when the Prime Minister of this country sent members of the JDF Air Wing, members of the JDF Sea, Land, members of the Jamaica Constabulary Fort Squad, detectives and all sorts of detectives to bulldoze down poor people from off a property that is owned by the sugar company of this country. It begs to ask the question, Jamaicans, is this government for the people of Jamaica? It begs to ask the question tonight, Jamaicans, is this Prime Minister have any regard for the people of this country? Is this Prime Minister who claimed he told Portia Simpson Miller when Mama P was leaving the parliament, Andrew Holness got up in the parliament and told former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller that she mustn't worry herself because he is a part of the defender of the poor people of this country. Prime Minister Holness, remember what you said, you know. And I warned you already on this program. And I warn you tonight again. Because it seems that this country has become a part of the Israeli government where the bulldozer down people from Gaza. Jamaica has become a country where it has no regards for the people of their own country. And this Prime Minister walk hills and valley. This Prime Minister walk hills and valley to get poor people vote. And you're going to hear people talking, what is the PNP doing about it? What is the people of our country doing about this tonight? What is the Jamaican people doing about this? We sit idly by and allow these people. We put them in there. And they're selling this country bit by bit, block by block, steel by steel. And when they finish with this country, those who are outside who want to come in, not going to get to come in. Because they go around Jamaica and they look for every land that they can take away from poor people. Some of them in the parliament stealing poor people land and say it belongs to them. But I say to the Jamaican people from Negril Point to Moran Point, organize yourself. Organize. Organize, Jamaicans. Put away PNP and JLP and organize yourself. Organize yourself, because if you do not, no one else will. All the members of parliament, Tova Hamilton, she's in her home tonight sleeping comfortable, while other people are out there in the cold. A disaster of Hurricane Melissa, and now a demolition crew at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was told that it was an organized thing. You have police officers as far as from Hanover, Westmoreland, was on the scene this morning when the bulldozer down poor people's house. But I want to do something here tonight. I want to bring in Conrad O'Brien. Mr. O'Brien? Conrad?
Hello, yes, Jeffrey.
I'm not seeing you at all, man. It's dark like midnight.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I'm not on camera.
Okay. All right. You're taking what is going on in TRELAWNY. Then I can get the council to come on. Go ahead. Talk to us.
All right. First of all, let me say that I woke up to this very, very horrific news early this morning. I was actually called by a friend of mine who happens to be an attorney at law out of Mandeville. And he explained to me that he got the information very, very early this morning about the demolition.
Hold on there. Mr. O'Brien? Mr. O'Brien? We have lost Conrad O'Brien. What's going on here? Mr. O'Brien? We have lost Conrad O'Brien there. His audio is out. We're going to see if we can get him back. Conrad, if you're hearing us, you have to go out and come back in because we have lost you. We have lost Conrad O'Brien. Conrad? Okay. I want to show you some videos here. Then I can bring in, I want to call the council for the area. I have so many people coming on tonight. Okay, Conrad is back. I think Conrad is back with us. Hold on there. Hold on a minute there. Let me see this. Yes, Conrad, you there with us?
Yes, Jeffrey, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear from Negril Point to Moran Point. Go ahead now, my friend.
Yes, so I was saying that, I received the news early this morning from a friend of mine who's an attorney in Manchester, in Mandeville.
Yes.
And he was expressing such sorrow of what was taking place there. And, I said to myself, some names came to immediately. Names such as Meadows, Dennis Meadows.
Yes.
Names like Tova Hamilton, like Garth Wilkinson. And I meant those names came to mind because those are some of the prominent names that would be associated with that constituency of Northern Trelawney. But, Jeffrey, I note today, this morning, that during all of this, the only person that I recognized who was on the scene was Garth Wilkinson. I'm not sure if others were there, such as Meadows, who I think is the
going to speak to
caretaker.
him pretty soon. He's the counsel for the area, eh?
Who is the caretaker for the PNP and so on. But and indeed the member of parliament, Tova Hamilton. But Jeffrey, while you mentioned earlier that people may say, what is the PNP doing, or what could the PNP do? The truth is that in a situation like this, only the government could do something.
Exactly.
I think the government, because, Jeffrey, let no ghost fool you. The member of parliament must have wind of this at least a month or so ago. This is something that was basically snowballing.
Conrad, hold a minute here. Let me say something to you. I was reliably informed that the member of parliament was aware of it. I was reliably informed that the hotel that purchased that property sent home their staff members and tell them to come in today. I was also reliably informed that the JCF, members of the JCF went into the community before, took out all the men from there, take them down to the police station, and said they're going to detain them. This is what is going on in this country. Go ahead, Mr. O'Brien. We have lost Conrad again. Conrad? Mr. O'Brien? Oh, we have lost Conrad O'Brien. Let me see if I can get this video here to play. We're going to play a video here for you. You remember Clifton? Watch this.
Of Bernard Lodge and Catherine today as demolition crews began the removal of illegal structures in the area.
Under the watchful eyes of the police and military, persons to whom the houses belonged stood helpless. Their reactions in just a...
Remember, the newspaper, the lady at the TVJ said, under the watchful eyes of the Jamaica Defense Force, this Prime Minister, I can take my time talk because my wife won't tell me to take my time talk. This Prime Minister, Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness, the Minister of Defense, called out the JDF and its own people and used bulldozer to bulldozer down their lands, the bulldozer down their houses. Listen to this. I'm getting somewhere with it.
Moment, but first, Jamila Maitland reports on how the demolition exercise unfolded.
It was the whirring sound of a helicopter hovering over the Clifton community, a section of Bernard Lodge in St. Catherine, that awoke many residents early Thursday morning. Outside, an armored tanker, soldiers, a SWAT vehicle, police with high-powered weapons, and not too far behind them, excavators and men carrying sledgehammers charging towards them to demolish homes.
You see it? You see what's going on? This is a country that the Prime Minister is associated with. That is what this country does to people. Listen to some more of this. So, Brian, hold on a minute.
Police and soldier We put them can't go to school, them lock down the community.
The lands are owned by the Sugar Company Holdings of Jamaica, SCJ. Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced that criminals have been selling different plots to citizens.
Tomorrow, the government will act to demolish those structures.
Here, the man used the people's parliament to go and destroy poor people land, poor people houses. This prime minister here. Listen to some more of it. I'm getting somewhere with it.
That have been illegally erected.
About 30 houses have been tagged for demolition. Member of Parliament Fitz Jackson was among the crowd.
That kind of activity is not anything that I would condone. Persons who approach me and say that they have bought lands, and one and two persons, I ask them from whom, they can't tell me or afraid to tell me who they paid money to.
The structures in question have been built on lands earmarked for agriculture as part of the Bernard Lodge Master Development Plan.
All right. It's for agriculture, you know, according to them, you know. Who did the Sugar Company of Jamaica sold those lands to a couple days ago, or a couple months or a year ago? Huh? You know who they sell it to? Listen to some more of this.
But houses with roofs on it cannot be destroyed as it's a breach of the humanitarian law.
Not be.
If you're going to save the roof, you can have dialogue. We are human beings. You can have dialogue with the remaining person.
You hear what the lady said? Houses that have roof on it should not be destroyed. It's against the humanitarian law. So what happened in Trelawney today, the Jamaican people must come together and get a lawyer to take those people who own that property, whether they own it illegal, yes or no, okay, along with the Jamaican government and sue the hell out of them. Listen to some more of this.
Same measures that we take for the person who house have on a roof, it's the same thing can take. That's what we are saying. No.
But let me no, and I hear, well, that is just.
Residents looked on in disbelief as the structures were being taken apart under the watchful guard of the security forces, others holding their possession letters signed by the SCJ back in 2016.
You hear that?
Sharia Anderson is among the three.
Signed by the Sugar Company of Jamaica, SCJ. Listen to me. Want to see what's going on in this country to the people of this country? Want to see what's going on? Under this Andrew Holness administration, this uncaring, wicked government. Listen to some more of this.
350 homeowners who lived in the approved section of Clifton and is awaiting her title. But she explains feeling empathetic for the others.
I am so sad for the other people, them that places looking down the foundation.
I've been given letters of possession some years ago. The place have been subsequently surveyed, lotted, allowing for adequate access and infrastructure, roads, etc. in it, and lot numbers assigned and persons given their respective lots, and hence the titling.
Only 11 houses were destroyed on Thursday. The demolition exercise is expected to continue through to the weekend. Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
What if you could print every idea to life?
Let's go back to this now. You see that? You see what I just showed you a while ago? All right. Is there any difference in what I want to show you now? Listen, watch this. My God in heaven. Look at this.
That's somebody's home. This is somebody's home.
Is it? That is somebody home. That the bulldozer who sent the bulldozer Okay? At 3 o'clock in the morning to bulldozer down the citizens of this country home. I was told they were given notice to leave from how many years ago. I don't know if it's true. But this is not how you treat people in this country, man. And this government until now says nothing about it. Hold a minute there. I can put on Mr. O'Brien and the other guest I have there. Mr. O'Brien, welcome to the program, sir. Conrad? Let me call the councillor for the area. I have the other person on. Hold on there. Mr. O'Brien? Jesus Christ in heaven. Conrad, are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you, Jeffrey.
Yes. There is something wrong with your internet, man. Go ahead.
I don't know what happened. Let me try it. Jeffrey, you mentioned a lot of things there just now. Remember, what could be said is that our Prime Minister had based
It's not going to work out. The internet with Mr. O'Brien is driving us up the wall. Hello, Mr. O'Brien? No, it's not. Let me get the councillor for the area to come on. Just a moment here for me, please. Let me get the councillor. Because, I don't know, the internet is kicking Mr. O'Brien out. It has nothing to do with my end. Because there's a guest here waiting. Guest Psalms 91, are you there with us? Psalms 91? I'm not hearing you at all. There's no audio coming from you. Let me go out and come back in. I'm not hearing you at all. Let me get the council for the area. Hopefully I can get them to come on to speak to us of what really going on in TRELAWNY. The people for the area. Something not adding up. We're standing. Councillor? No. I don't know what's going on. Everybody, hello? We're not hearing you, 91. You need to go out and come back in. And come back in with the audio. All right, let me call, and get Mr. Meadows. We're standing by here. Just a moment here. We can get, hello, Mr. Meadows. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. You're live, sir.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
On the ground.
I know you're on the ground. Mr. Meadows, tell us, are you the caretaker for the area, sir?
Technically not. I am the chair.
Yes.
Recently re-elected as a chairman.
For what region?
And intend to aspire for candidature down the road.
Yes.
So I am, if you want to call me the facto caretaker, by being the chairperson, that will suffice.
Okay. Mr. Meadows, talk to us about what happened in TRELAWNY today.
What happened this morning was rather devastating for the lives of about 25 families.
Yes.
We woke up this morning in the wee hours of the night by a demolition crew, a host of police and heavy duty equipment demanding that dispossessions out of the house, followed by demolition. And what is worrying about this, because under the Bailiff Act,
yes,
they're not supposed to operate beyond 6 o'clock. Now should they operate in the wee hours of the night? Because the law recognizes that as harassment. People must be able to live in their home, no matter what their home, what the situation. They must be able to sleep without being harassed.
But Mr. Meadows, hold a minute for me, Mr. Meadows. Under the Humanitarian Act, they're not supposed to bulldozer down in anybody's house that have a roof on it.
The law provides for eviction or demolition once it goes through an extended court process.
Yes.
But even after that, there are clear guidelines how to operate. Due notice must be given, and you can't operate in the wee hours of the night like Nicodemus.
So tell me something. So tell me something, Mr. Meadows. I was told today that members of the JCF, as far as Hanover, was up there.
Yes, I find it rather strange, and that is why when I saw the contingent and the strength of the forces that enabled this and facilitated it by providing security, immediately I wondered, this could not be an ordinary eviction.
Yes.
Because the owners, the Chisholm family who own the land, right? And Mr. Chisholm, who's deceased now, is a rather very decent person. I give him that. And he himself is a humanitarian, right?
Yeah.
But the kind of forces I see descended on the people today, I know it must be something beyond that. I recently learned that the property is an advanced stage of changing hands with a hotel interest neighboring said property.
And that
I understand. It makes sense to me now the kind of forces I saw deployed earlier this morning.
So let me ask you.
You have units from multiple police divisions and various variation of the police force.
So let me ask a question, Mr. Meadows. What you're saying to us on the Make We Talk program with Jamaicans is in the diaspora around the world in the Eastern Caribbean, that members of the JCF, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, send out personnel from how many other divisions to come?
I saw Hanover, I saw St. James, I saw Westmoreland.
But in the name of Jehovah God.
Right? And I said I wondered this morning, this could have been an ordinary eviction. And the level of equipment that was employed in doing the demolition. I said, no, this is not an ordinary person doing this at all.
So, Mr. Meadows.
Right? And later today, I have reliable reports, right? That the land is about to change hands. And therefore, the vendor part of the agreement is for the vendor to get rid of the occupants of the land.
So do you know who's going to change hands to?
I elect not to. I choose my words very carefully.
Because
I'm also protecting their own interests, because the area is so very tense right now.
Oh Lord!
I don't want to be reckless and by my comments, which may cause harm to anybody.
Yes. I was told also, Mr. Meadows, that before the demolition, members of the JSF came into the area and took out all the young men from the area. You have any proof to that?
Yes, they do. They did scoop up a bunch of the young men. Some of them is questionable in terms of whether these arrests are lawful. When I inquired of them, they said that they were processing them. So what do they extract the male from the area so that to prevent any quote unquote unrest in the area. Usually the men who usually tend to be forceful in doing things like that. So I believe that everything was coordinated and choreographed for this morning.
Let me ask you this question, Mr. Meadows. I don't know if you know this. For that level of security forces to come out, it reminds me of Clifton when the Prime Minister went to the Parliament and used the People's Parliament to deploy the JCF. He deployed the air wing of the JCF, the sea wing, the land wing, everybody deployed.
Yes.
So for this, for this level of security forces,
and this kind of mirrors the Clifton experience.
Yes. So for this type of security forces to go out, it has to come from the top up of the Parliament.
I don't want to speculate. What I said, by my comments earlier, it is clear that this move is no move of any little man or a little landowner. They don't have that power to deploy and to employ.
Mr. Meadows, is this country... Lord, we have lost it because of the internet system here now. Jamaica internet system not working properly there now. The internet system in Jamaica is a... Oh, Mr. Meadows, you're back with us. Mr. Meadows? Oh, Lord. Mr. Meadows, hold on. Mr. Meadows, I'm losing you. Are you driving?
No, man, I'm stationary. I'm actually just on the tree here, just to facilitate you.
Boy, the internet in Jamaica gone.
What no, the calls coming in while I'm here, so that disrupt the quality.
Okay, let me ask you this question though, because I know you may have to run soon, and it's a good thing I can get you here in the program here. Mr. Meadows, what is going to happen to the people now? Because there's people out there in the element of the night. You hear anything from the government of Jamaica?
That is what worries me as we speak, as light descends on the land. Right today I met a 3-day-old baby.
My God.
Her umbilical cord is yet to even heal properly. Right? She was in a little, what do you call it, bassinet or whatever. Right? With her mother using the bus stop as a refuge.
Jesus Christ.
Right? While they took up her baby father and hold him. Right? That was a moving picture for me. And as we speak, I am wondering what will become, and what even bothers me, I'm reliably informed that the member of parliament was made aware of this 2 weeks prior.
So you're saying to me that Tova Hamilton was aware of this demolition crew coming into the area, and she says nothing to the constituency?
Certainly.
But she can walk hills and valley and beg the people for their vote, though.
I left her earlier, coming after the fact, taking up people's name after the fact.
To do what?
Right? As I said, all a facade. And we just continue to use our people and take our people for idiots. And let me just be frank with you, successive politicians have done so. And I want to seek to harm. We have exploited our people. Very few of us really care about what happens to our people. Very few of us.
Mr. Meadows, does it seem that this country is going backward more than forward, sir? Because if you have a government, or is it that Jamaica is becoming an enclave of the Israelis in Gaza?
Well, everything I'm seeing happening recently these days seems very Trumpian.
Oh, Lord.
Very Trumpian. In style and in action.
So tell me something now, Mr. Meadows. With all those people out there, is there a place they can go like a community center, sir? You hear anything from the local government ministry?
There are churches, maybe 1 or 2 churches, I think 2 churches in the area, which no doubt will try to facilitate some sort of shelter for them, right? And let me just tell you how insensitive this is. Little over nearly a year now since Melissa passed.
Yes.
Most of them are yet to be fully recovered in terms of premises.
Yeah.
Right? In addition to that, right in the midst of back to school, people struggling to find money to send their kids to school. Now you come and you demolish their dream, you demolish their home. What do you expect of what you want people to do? And then we wonder why we have so much crime rate. Why we wonder why our people are so hard. If our people are socialized hard and ugly, they will be so. And it manifests itself in the alarming crime rate we have. How we treat people and how we allow people to socialize and develop in informal communities out of desperation to find somewhere to live.
Mr. Meadows, if
that's what I find troubling.
Yes, and you're saying to me, at this point in time, have you heard anything from the government of Jamaica pertaining to this? Hello?
Repeat that for me.
At this point in time, Mr. Meadows, it is now 7 minutes after 7 o'clock in Jamaica. So it's 3 minutes after 7 o'clock in Jamaica, 3 minutes after 8 o'clock here in the United States. Have you heard anything?
Yes.
Have you heard anything from the Jamaican government about this?
Not one word to respond to what happened today. Not one word. Not even a public statement from the member of parliament. Right? As I said earlier in another interview, the pragmatic solution here is for these lands to be acquired by the government under the Housing Act. The Housing Act facilitates that the minister can declare the area a development area and acquire the property in the interest of those people.
Yeah.
And the government will subdivide it and sell it to the residents. Right? It can be done. It has been done before. But when you have big pockets and big investors, right? Government tend to grovel and to facilitate them at all costs, even at the expense of their own people.
Yes. So
that's what that play, though. Big bucks at play.
Yes. Mr. Meadows, I have with me here Conrad O'Brien who want to ask you a question, sir. Go ahead, Mr. O'Brien.
Dennis, good evening. Now that we have seen what have taken place, and from all accounts, based on what we're understanding, is that the member of parliament know about this.
Hold on, Conrad.
Yes.
Repeat rest of that.
Yes, I'm saying, now that it is clear to us that a number of persons in authority were aware of this, i.e. the member of parliament, the high-ranking member of the police force, in order to carry out such an action. Would it also be safe for us to say the Minister of National Security, and by extension the Prime Minister, would be aware of this, and that action took place illegally, as you said, based on what the provision as to when these demolition exercises should take place?
Yes.
Should
operations like this don't operate in a vacuum or execute in a vacuum. Big players must be made aware of this prior to. And therefore, those names you mentioned, is not unreasonable to think that they were made aware prior. Right? At the very minimum, I know that the member of parliament was the bailiff revealed to me that the member was made aware of it.
As a matter of fact, Dennis, listeners,
Conrad, we're losing you, Conrad. Mr. O'Brien?
The signal is poor.
Yes, the signal. Dennis, even that is going on in Jamaica. The signal is poor in Jamaica to come on to internet access down there, right?
Yes, since the hurricane, it has been a rather choppy environment for communication.
So Dennis, Mr. Meadows, honestly, are you seeing where this government is putting the Jamaican people back against the wall, sir?
I have not seen to date the kind of leadership that tells me that they care. This leadership is just lacks empathy, lacks care, and just seem to be just do. And what I think that causes this, when you find a government in power for so long, right? And it happens on both sides. But it tends to breed a sense of complacency, a sense of arrogance. I can do what I want to do. And we see it manifesting in the Arab Bill in terms of the arrogated unto themselves the power to draft a law to sidestep and to usurp the regular procurement processes.
Yes.
Right? That is a manifestation of arrogance caused by, in my view, in other words, you have overstayed your welcome. And therefore you start to become very arrogant. And you do what you want without care or regard for our people. Right? As I said, government must move right now with alacrity to put this at ease. I don't subscribe to this notion of relocation. It's easier said than done. When someone built their house for the last 30 years, kids are born, right? That house has history. That house has sentiments.
Dennis,
you can't relocate that. The pragmatic approach, as I just said, is to acquire the land under the Housing Act, declare the area development area, subdivide the land, and sell it to the people.
Yes. Conrad, are you there with us?
The people are prepared to bite. They have been saying that from day one.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Meadows. That property there, it's owned by who?
It is originally owned by the Chisholm family.
Yes.
Mr. Chisholm himself passed on. He's a person I usually communicate with, a decent human being, a humanitarian. In fact, in about 2008, I asked him whether he wishes to sell the land to government. He said, Meadows, that's what I've been crying for. I'd rather deal with government alone and more than deal with 50th family in terms of a land transaction. Which makes sense.
Yes.
Right? And he has been begging government to buy it from as far back as 2008.
Oh, Lord.
Right?
Hold on a second.
One quickly. My understanding is that negotiation that actually started with former Minister of Housing. Oh, God.
Who was it?
With former Minister of Housing, Omar Davis, under the Portia Simpson-led administration. However, the government had changed.
Yes.
That's my understanding. But I want to say quickly that.
Go ahead, Conrad.
I just want to say quickly then, know that the exercise have taken place and the people are out there. Have we seen the Minister of Social Security and Labor done on the community, the Prime Minister and others there to work something out, and i.e. the local government? Yes?
Not one agency, not one social agency of government. In fact, not one agency of government attended on the people today. To date, not one.
So at 11 minutes after 7 o'clock in Jamaica, not one person from the Labour and Social Security Office has gone up to TRELAWNY to speak to the people, sir?
Whether from SDC, whether from Social Security, whether from Ministry of Housing, not one person, not one agency attended on the people today, even an effort to try to find some temporary accommodation for them.
But you know this is a common thread.
Cold, heartless governance I'm talking about.
Absolutely, and this is the reason why, Dennis, almost a year after Hurricane Melissa, people are still on the blue tarpaulin. So here is another 25 or 30 families that is going to be joining this line. Indeed, it is unconscionable, and this cannot be allowed to continue in the name of development. Our people who
We allow investors to come into this country, mistreat, abuse our people, right? Because of the almighty tourism dollar offered for foreign direct investment, right? We do not protect our people as successive governments. We allow investors to abuse them, to use them, and in this case, demolish their homes.
You know, Dennis, I have a caller goes by the name Africa. He calls me every day, and there are two things on his lips: land reform and beach access. And I dare say, until we get these two fundamental things right and going, we are not going anywhere fast. I remember it was a centerpiece of the PNP manifesto. And of course, you know, election have consequences. They did not win it. And I believe that Mark Golden, who one would basically describe as differently colored from the rest of, from majority of the population, he shows the most empathy in order to fix this. And I believe that the Jamaica Labour Party, led by Andrew Holness, should now borrow the People's National Party manifesto, dust it off, and start the whole business of land reform. We had basically scratched the surface on it in the 70s, and then we saw things like Operation Pride and so on. So move has been made, but we need to fulfill.
The last manifesto spoke to a program called Portia, which we from the Operation Pride. And I agree with you. Until we deal with an issue of land distribution and land ownership and land tenure in this country, right? Our people will continue to be forced to, in desperation, live in ugly environments with zinc fence and defecating in scandal bag and throwing over gully, right? These environments, in my view, unfortunately breed hard citizens.
Absolutely, Dennis. And you know, these are the things, you know, when you raise these matters and you talk about governance issues, because these can only be fixed by effort by the government that control the purse string and so on. And when you ask these questions, people say you're talking about parties and politics. Absolutely not. We're talking about governance issue and a government that is voted in. Not a one-term government, not a two-term, it's a three-term government going in its 11th year. And we're seeing these things. It is unconscionable. And to make matters worse, Dennis, we saw this very template being applied by no less a person than the Prime Minister himself when he went into the Parliament, and whether he was misled or he blatantly lied to the people, but he said that people were being harassed by gangsters, and so that turned out not to be true. And people's houses that were unroofed, that were roofed, basically got demolished. We must basically push back on these things, because today for you, tomorrow for me.
Yes, gentlemen, I want to wrap up with Mr. Meadows, because I have the councillor calling me from the area. So Meadows, speak to us. Talk to the Jamaican people of what you think gonna happen tonight.
As I said, people will be obviously will be facing the elements tonight. I'm hoping that the churches in that area exercise some care and seek to make their premises available to those who can't find. So the good thing about Jamaicans is we're resilient, and we can be miserable, but we're very caring and sharing. And I'm sure that those neighbors whose houses were not affected, because I was able to stop the demolition this morning. And let me give you a short story.
Yes.
And then sometimes kindness returns in a way that you didn't even expect. This morning I went there this morning, the bailiff said to me, Mr. Meadows, you know me? I said, no, your face look familiar. He said many years ago, I had some issues, I didn't have a dime. And somebody gave me a number to call and you drove to me, not knowing me at all and giving me money. Right? He said, I'm going to work with you today. He paused the demolition.
That's very good.
So I sense that the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yes.
And it's good to be kind. Right? But I don't remember that story. Right? But he was very, very much grateful this morning. And he said,
therefore, Dennis, if you as a non-elected representative were able to go there and get that done, when this basically reverberate in the space to the Prime Minister, the Member of Parliament, had they moved to stop this, it could stop and the people would not be out there to the element this evening and depending on, for example, the church to have their doors open so they can get a little shelter. It is unconscionable, and as you said, there's a 3-day-old baby that is there. That means that mother is still sore. All sorts of things is happening. It is sad, and tears keep on flowing down my throat.
The mother had a C-section.
Jesus Christ.
The young mother had a C-section.
And
it was to be sitting hard on a concrete today on that bus shed.
Jesus Christ.
If that doesn't tug at the heart of any decent and caring human, there's something wrong with you.
Absolutely.
Whichever party you belong to, whichever church you belong to, if that don't tugs at your heart, something's fundamentally wrong with you.
You know, Dennis, everything is one. This place has become callous. And you know what? Somebody called me from New York, somebody that is affiliated to the JLP. And they said when they went on social media and see what the JLP bloggers are doing in defense of what happened today, it is sad. No wonder why Munchi took to social media. Well, not took to social media, but she was captured dealing with that lady, that 85-year-old lady, the way that she did. These people feel emboldened.
Yes, and they're emboldened by those who lead.
Yes, gentlemen.
When I heard that comment, it hurt me so much in terms of how that lady was spoken of. In her dire need.
Mr.
In other words, she calls it.
Because she never do whatever with her front and her breath.
Yes, Mr.
Jesus
Meadows, thank you for coming on, sir. And don't be a stranger to the Make It Talk program now, you know.
Alright, no, absolutely. You can reach out to me if you want.
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless you too. All good, yes. That was Mr. Dennis Meadows. We're speaking to him there. We're going to see if we can get a hold of the council for the area now. He was calling, so Mr. Meadows was on. Let me see if I can get a hold of the council right now. Let's call the council back. This is something that the Jamaican people, let me tell you, Uncle Desmond, the Jamaican people must stand up. Council, welcome to the program, sir. You're live on air.
Yes, pleasure afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. You're somewhere where so much noise in the background, sir? You can go somewhere else quiet?
I have moved quickly.
Yes. You're the council for that area, sir. What's your full name, please, sir?
Godfrey Wilkinson.
Godfrey Wilkinson. Yes, Council Wilkinson. Talk to us. What really happened today?
I woke up to the news that demolition was taking place in Cooper's Pen.
Yes.
And I made sure I got ready. I ran there quickly. I was able to have a tank. Former Senator Meadows who joined me while I was there.
Yes.
But I met with the contractors and I asked them if they could have stopped the demolition, and they agreed. And they at least we stopped where they reached. But a lot more than 20 houses were destroyed.
My God.
When I got there.
So, Councillor, let me ask you this question, Councillor. Have you spoken to the Member of Parliament, Ms. Tova Hamilton?
No, she came on the scene long after. She came sometime after.
Let me ask this question though. Do you have an idea who is purchasing that land?
No, I don't. I have no idea. I know that the estate is still, because I got a contact for the lawyer who is handling the estate of Mr. Chisholm, because I was trying to see if I could find out what is happening, what has caused this to escalate so quickly. And I was unable to make contact.
Mr. Meadows was just on a while ago, and he was telling us that the amount of members of the JCF that was there.
Yes, and from several parishes.
Oh Lord.
So what I did is my job was to stop the demolition from taking place. I'm sorry I was not informed earlier, but because I realized that the police was there from as early as 3 o'clock in the morning. They started making arrests and carting away persons from as early as.
Why?
So more than 40 persons of the committee was taken into custody.
For what?
For no reason at all, or just to make sure that the demolition could take place. It seems that's a conclusion I've drawn from what transpired after.
So tell me something now, Councillor. What is going to happen to the people in that area now who don't have any right to stay tonight?
There are at least 20 families. It could be 25, up to 25 families who are without a home tonight. And I talk total destruction. But I think that disturbed me the most was a young lady and her mother. The young lady had a 3-year-old baby, 3 days old baby. When they knocked on their door after 4 this morning and tell her they're going to demolish the building, she asked if they could help her. And because they brought around 20 or 30 young men with them. And some of the men came and moved the things out of the house and put them outside. And the equipment that was being used to demolish the building drove over the lady's things and destroyed it. And like the crib and other things. It was
God.
I don't think some of the persons who came, who assisted with the demolition, are actually a woman for. I think some of them have a man for a mother or something that they couldn't have an aunt.
My God. You know, Councillor, when I got home from work this afternoon, as a matter of fact, I got up very early this morning. People kept on sending me things. I think there was a member of the JCF who I know very well. Send me something. And I was like, I was getting myself prepared to go to work. I didn't pay it in mind. And at work, I kept getting things again. And I'm like, what on earth is going on here? So I reached out to somebody who I know. And I said, Mr. Jeffrey, Clifton all over again. I said, me Clifton all over again. So that the police up here that bulldozing down people's houses.
Yes, and what happened is, what I cannot understand is the number of police from the number of parents, the vigilance outside of
Speak a little louder for me, Councillor.
What I was so disturbed about was the number of police officers outside of Falmouth Division, outside of TRELAWNY Division, who came to assist. And I thought other parishes, St. James and Nova, even look like St. Anne police. There were so many different divisional police who came in to assist in this operation. I'm disturbed about it. They turned the area like it was a war zone, and
the Prime Minister,
like
Councillor, the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Insecurity and No Peace must answer to the people of this country. Who authorized this? Was it the court? Was it what?
The MP when she came, she said it's a private development, so the government has nothing to do with it. That's what I heard she said.
Oh.
When she came. But I can tell her, and I will repeat, one thing I know for sure, there's no operation like that taking place where you as a member of parliament would not be informed by somebody. That is going to happen.
Tova Hamilton.
Or public. The police, somebody would call you and say to you, you know that the operation is going to take place tomorrow.
Tova Hamilton was aware of it, Councillor.
She has to be. I know, because I have been around members of parliament with anything like that, and we are informed. My member of parliament will say to Mr. God, somewhere up tomorrow, let us do this ABC. We have always been informed.
And
parliament is usually told.
It is sad.
It's strange.
It is sad that this member of parliament can walk hills and valleys and get the vote from the people. But when things like that happen, she don't give a flying corner about them. Councillor?
Yes.
What can you say to the people tonight?
I have just witnessed, I think it's one of the most heartless, inhumane event I've ever seen in my life. But I think what it's cool, and I've never seen something as heartless as this. I've lost for words in terms of how devastating it is when you see what happened to the people of Coopersville today.
Wow.
It's a crime against humanity, and somebody needs to answer for what happened to the people of Coopersville today.
Jamaica celebrates 64 years of independence, Councillor, but it seems like Jamaica has the West Bank in the Caribbean.
We have been doing it. And my problem about it, is the overkill with the police. I can't, for the life of me, we are becoming quietly a police state, and we're not even realizing it. And we have been very silent. I think, like I tried to explain to somebody, when they said to me, I don't remember the exact quote, when they came for the Jews, we were something like that. When they came for
yes.
In the morning they came for the priests, and in the midday they came for the Jews, and then the night when they came for me, there was nobody there to him, because we all stay silent and quiet. And we have been too quiet for too long. We have lost too many young men in this country. We have losing too many incidents like these are taking place, and we have all been quiet.
Yes.
There's a subdued spirit within us. We have lost the Danny and the Sam Sharp and all of those.
Yes.
The poor bogus spirit that we usually have.
Councillor, I want to tell you thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
And I will keep in contact with you to tell me what's going on in that area, all right?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. God bless you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
God bless you.
And your listeners.
Thank you, too. Mr. Brian, turn on the radio in the background, please, sir.
Jeffrey.
Yes.
Some common threads here. There's some common thread, and person can basically fill the blanks in. Coral Garden incident, which was basically described as one of the worst, that happened under the stewardship of Bustamante. Then we have the the Clifton situation, and now we have this. And I'm saying that even though, because I'm careful not to basically make accusation and to say that this operation was driven by the government. From what we hear, it's a private situation, private kind of thing. However, the way it was carried out and the kind of muscles that was put into it, right? It basically begs the question as to why. And also, let's not be coy and shy about this, because although it may not be an government operation, but the question must be asked: are there members of the political directorate that may have some interest in any of this property?
Oh, Conrad, continue talking for me. I want to do some. Continue talking.
Yes. So it is. These are questions that we must ask. And as you have been saying, Jeffrey, after 64 years of independence, and we are putting petition together that we are going to ask the King of England to basically deal with reparation, right? And here is it now, that where reparation should begin here at home in terms of land for our people. With the Housing Act of Jamaica speak to how acquisition could take place for these lands, so that these people could basically, arrangement could be made for these people to own these lands, right? We have seen templates such as Operation Pride that carried out basically build communities. But what happened? These lands.
Oh Lord. Conrad, the internet in Jamaica is so choppy, it's unbelievable. Conrad, you there with us? Hello, is this Sir Francis Smith?
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome to the program, Sir Smith. We're not seeing you tonight, though.
I'm not presentable.
Okay, no problem. Hold on, Sir Smith. Psalms 91. Who is this again?
Jeffrey, big up yourself.
Oh, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, hi, Jeffrey. It is a sad evening to your listeners and Mr. Finsley, Conrad O'Brien. It is a sad situation, Jeffrey. You can't. My belief is the government is behind this 100%. There is no way you can get more than half of the police force, or less than half, a quarter of the police force, to go to an area to secure the bulldozer company or the person who decide that they're going to go and destroy the people in house. They are behind it 100%. 100%.
You know, what I'm concerned about tonight, though, my good friend and Sir Finzi Smith, is to see that the people tonight, a young lady who had a cesarean section done to have her baby, is out in the element of the night tonight and hear nothing from Babsy Grange or any female member of parliament on both sides of the fence? Sir Smith?
Yes, sir. You're old enough to remember Carry Go Bring Come?
Yes.
You remember the words?
No, not half head right now.
Paraphrasing, Carry Go Bring Come, my dear, brings misery. The most interesting part of that song lyrically is, how long shall the wicked reign over my people? So now, let me be very clear and very concise and declare interest.
Yes.
I have had, based on my profession, on more than one occasion, been called upon to remove people who were illegally in possession of land.
Yes.
But there are ways and ways in which to do it. One place that I won't call the name of, I had everything lined up, but it's set up to rain. And I said, I cannot remove them people with them picnic and everything out in the rain. My mother and father never raised me so. Also, things you do to other people picnic have a nasty habit of coming back to yours.
Let me say something to you, Sir Smith. I say it on this program, I'm going to say it again. I don't remember exactly where in the Bible it says, woe be unto the mother and father. No, it says like this. The sins of the mother and father shall follow to the third and fourth generation.
There you go.
And I said it on this program. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the sins and the eye water of the eye water rather of the Jamaican people shall follow you and those two boys you have?
Well, let me put it to you this way. If people who carried out what they consider to be their duty felt that they could do so with impunity, in other words, people in the government wouldn't be calling down upon them, they wouldn't do it. I don't know how many people are aware of the Bailiff Act. You know, as a bailiff, you can't enter about the premises before 7 o'clock.
So that means it's an illegal act they carry out then?
Based on under whatever them do, the Bailiff Act say if you're going to serve a bailiff thing, you can't do it before sunrise. And you can't do it after sundown.
Oh, Lord. So that means any lawyer who took up this case gonna have a field day?
Yeah, but look at it this way. Did you go for miscreants? Did you go for criminals? Did you go for gunmen? If you did not, under what basis did you remove people from their dwellings, legal or otherwise, and put them out in the morning dew? One of them being a very young child and their mother, who ended up under a bus stop. You with me? Think about it. A mother who just had a cesarean section to bring another Jamaican life into this world. Or maybe I'm to paraphrase someone who shall remain nameless. Being born here don't make you Jamaican.
Mr. Finze.
But we are at the point, sir.
Is it safe for me to say that the Prime Minister compromised?
Bossman, do you know what the word minister means? Minister means servant. Prime Minister is your chief servant. We in this country have maligned on both sides of the fence the fact that the people who ask us to elect them to administer to our affairs of state are there as our rulers. What could have made a police officer extricate a young lady who was just given birth a couple days before and her child into the cold morning air and then demolish their house and went further and drive over the crib the baby is supposed to lie down in? The last time I heard somebody in power went after the babes and sucklings, him named Pharaoh. I am still trying to figure out what made it necessary for them to enter into the premises with such destructive force at 4:35 in the morning. I'm also trying to find out who are the representatives of the area. Because when you enter certain politics, it's representational politics. Where were there while their constituencies were being raped of their rights?
Sir Smith, the Member of Parliament is none other than Tova Hamilton. And let me be clear tonight. The Jamaicans in the diaspora, it is full time. We put away this politics that we have behind us because we want order of dead this and order of dead that. We must speak the truth, cost it what it will. We cannot allow this to continue where our own people are suffering. Our own people are being bulldozed out of their own houses. It doesn't matter if you're on somebody's land. And the fact of the matter is, you have the colonial masters who own these hotels, who continue buying out the Jamaican politicians for 30 pieces of silver.
Cheaper these days.
Jesus Christ, man.
No, but what I'm also finding fascinating is we are convinced and feeling safe that nothing will come out of it because it's a 9-day wonder.
Yes.
And you have people run up and down trying to find some.
Hold on, Sir Smith. Sir Smith, can you go out and come back in because you're getting a bit choppy? Go out and come back in for me now, please.
Okay, sir.
Please do, because you're getting a bit choppy. I can hardly hear you.
Jeffrey, there's no way a prime minister or a government of a country would sit back, a good prime minister or a good government of a country would sit back and allow such destruction upon the people who elected him. So I am saying tonight that this man and his party is compromised. You mean to tell me, as you said, it's 7:43. 7:43.
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica. And up till now, he come out to say to the people that he had no part in it. Huh?
But the fact of the matter is he can't say he has no part in it. You know why? It is the people of your country. Hold on for me. It is the people of your country. And it is a major hotel development, I was told. Don't tell me you don't know about it as a prime minister. Because the Minister of Tourism must have said something to you about it. If the MP is aware of it over 2 weeks now and she did nothing about it, the prime minister is aware of it.
Jeffrey, all I am saying, if there's a hotel going there, the people need to stand up down there and ensure that there's no hotel, no foundation, no groundbreaking should happen there, Jeffrey. They are wrong and strong and they do not respect the people of Jamaica. And I don't know why these bloggers are people who support the JLP party don't realize that these people don't respect none of one. That could have been you. I understand that someone who grew up in a family where they own their own land, so you guys have never experienced such devastation.
Yes.
That's basically like a hurricane or an earthquake come and disrupt your home with your family.
Yes.
Especially so early in the morning when even baby asleep. You have some fathers who work and come in tired. Even the mothers, they were sleeping. But to wake up to such destruction.
But my good friend, I am being told that the police came there earlier and took out all the young men. I have Sir Finty Smith back with us. We're listening, watching from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. Cooper's Pen in Trelawney, Jamaica is in crisis tonight. Jamaicans have nowhere to stay, nowhere to live. They're in crisis tonight. Hold on for me. I have a call coming in. Hold on there. Oh Lord, the call hung up. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk program. So Smith, come on in.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Go on. Continue.
What is disturbing me?
Yes.
It's not so much the action, but the methodology.
Yes.
Before, what do people like to say? Before Rooster put on them trousers.
Put on in drawers.
You pull people out of them bed.
Yes.
Having removed any sense of defense. Now, I wonder if you realize that this morning may have spawned a great number of miscreants. Somebody who grandmother got put out in the cold.
So hold on this for Mr. Smith. I have a call online here. Caller, welcome to the program. You're live. Go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Jeffrey. Me from Westmoreland. Long time me never talk to you. But one thing with the people them in Trelawney, me want to know, how long have they been living there?
It's been a long while, I was told.
Alright, so why he couldn't cut up that them get it to buy for themselves?
It's a private land, I was told, but they were on the property for a while, and apparently the government, the person who owned it, wanted to sell it to the government, but something went down.
Okay, I believe it was some government land then and them sell it out because they said they were living there how long before the highway cut.
Right.
Do you know what is inside that?
Mr. Jeffrey, we need somewhere to live. People need one little piece of land to buy to make some house. People can't be living in Jamaica as squatters and people come to Jamaica can't get land to buy. And we can't get one little nooks at the rock for ourselves. It is not fair. It is so unfair and unreasonable.
All right, caller. Thank you very much.
You know, Jeffrey, if you listen to music, it tells you, I need a roof over my head.
Yes.
And bread on my table. It's not much them ask for, you know. Now, here's where I'm going to get accused and cussed and maligned, say I'm political or whatever. But it's just a thought I have that maybe somebody can help me disavow my response. During the last election, a party whose name shall remain nameless in its manifesto offered the Jamaican populace a shortened time of occupancy to allow you to have permanency. And technically, can tell them where. Think about it.
But you know, Sir Smith, it cannot be that we are 64 years old and tonight over 25 families are homeless tonight.
But I'm also telling you, we created some criminals this morning.
Yes.
Them all come out of jail with
vengeance.
Oh, make one of them mother there. Think about the child's father, nothing vehiculing him to do anything.
But Jeffrey, may I ask, when was independence?
What do you mean when was independence? Then let's say independence August 6, 1962.
So if they just celebrated independence and a few days later this happened to the people of Jamaica, are they truly free?
We haven't been free for a while. What do they call government land?
Hold on for Mr. Finzi. I want Sir Finzi Smith to tell you which country is the largest plantation known. Go ahead, Sir Smith.
No, we're still the largest plantation remaining, undergoing the longest slave revolt in history.
Okay.
But not what me saying, it's how it go. Do you know what government lands are referred to as legally?
Crown lands.
Crown land. Now we don't have no king in Jamaica.
What you mean? The Andrew is the king?
Really?
Yes. Bro, God, according to that.
You insist on trying to draw me out. I will not allow you to do so. How can you say that you love people, you put Jamaica first, but you put one of our mothers, the incubator through which our thing is grown, on the bus stop with our child?
Dear God Almighty in heaven. You know, as we're on here tonight, for those 828 people who's listening to us, and much more. Like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That's all we ask of you. Not begging any money from anybody. Well, if you want to give us something, no problem. We can send it as well. But like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want to say good evening to Walking in Divine Purpose. And good evening to all those who are watching us. All my friends who are watching us, good evening to you. From around the world of the Eastern Caribbean. We're speaking tonight about Hooper's Pen in TRELAWNY, Jamaica, in crisis.
Whose name shall live on in infamy?
Pardon me, go ahead.
What I'm telling you is this. Once upon a time, if they was cussing you in Jamaica, them say you're born when your mother was going to market.
Yes.
Or you think some born on a bus stop.
Exactly.
We put a Jamaican citizen, not yet old to see 2 weeks of sunshine, on the bus stop.
My God. My God, my God.
And the cradle under which she or he should lay their head was bulldozed as well. You know what it spells? If
Jesus.
you're not rich enough to own your own home, elements of the rich can enter upon wherever you are and disavow you of your possessions and maybe your life. I am not trying to justify squatting, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
You know something, Sir Smith? I am trying from Mr. Meadows. Dennis Meadows told me about the young lady and her cesarean section and her baby and the bulldozer down, what the bulldozer down and the council told they run over the baby stuff and so forth. I am trying to hold back my tears. I am trying to. Because you sit down here and you listen to these things, you see what is going on. And this Prime Minister do not have a heart. And you have some people, some bloggers over TikTok, like all Munchie. You think God, hello, I said God can't deal with Munchie, see? Mark my word.
Jeffrey, yes. I have to run.
Yes. I want to say thank you for coming on, Sir Smith.
Not a problem, but I hope someday we wake up before Morant Bay becomes another rebellion.
You realize it's starting from up there?
Well, let's see.
Hold on for me, Marshall.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Sir Smith.
I have to run.
All right, sir, no problem.
And I would like to know if somebody, through you, Jeffrey, could send a contact for the lady who was placed under the bus stop with her child.
Yes.
And what I can do, rather than just chat,
yes,
to make her life a little easier than it must be from 5 o'clock this morning.
All right, I'll reach out to the council, Mr. Meadows.
Please.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much,
Jeffrey.
Hold on for me, so Marshy. Yeah. You want to come to the program? You're live.
Yeah, man. Good.
He already left.
Okay.
Yes.
We never want him left yet. You know. You know. But anyhow, if I'm gone or so, you want I tell you something?
Yes.
You hear me? Under the colonial rule, and I don't want anybody to get me wrong. I'm not saying we don't achieve anything since independence. We do. We achieve a whole lot. But I'm just telling you that under the colonial rule, I grew up in St. Thomas with my auntie takes sick one at a time. And they sent for the ambulance at Princess Margaret Hospital. And the ambulance drive from to my auntie's home. They take out, stretch out of the ambulance, come in at the house, put her on the stretcher, put her in the hospital, drive with her, go to the Princess Margaret Hospital. I was small. I was about 7 years of age at that time. I have good memory. Because I could even go to the hospital. Them not allow me to go too far, but where I was, I could see my aunt lay down on the hospital bed. And she get look after and come back home. No money. She was not abused. Nurses and doctors never have to step over any dead bodies. She get up bed when she go eat, and she get her look after. That was under the colonial rule. It's 4 shillings and 6 pence to work out to 45 cents today. That's what they used to call the ambulance. I don't remember where they used the 45, the 4 shillings and 6 pence to get the ambulance. I don't remember how that one was, but the ambulance came back then. I know a part of the colonial rule. Mark you, go to school barefoot. We did have some sort of plague like thing and flea and all of them things there, you know. And
Marshy, what you getting at? What you getting at?
Well, the long and short of it, to the Jamaica where we modern and independence.
Yeah.
You send for an ambulance if you take sick under the JLP government and stuff that no one's to happen to you. It's either you send for Earth, you know.
Are you aware of what happened in TRELAWNY today?
Well, we're coming around to that.
Okay.
All right, we can leave the other part and just go on a Cooper's pen.
Yes.
You see, Cooper's pen, I start for those people. When I look at the baby, you see, let me tell you something. They reach my poor innocent baby. You know that in Cooper's pen, you know that the last general election is 400 odd spoil vote. Well, that's a 400 odd spoil vote. That's strong PNP here, you know. What Boba Hamilton win by, I do remember a figure, was 400 odd spoil vote because the PNP them tell out themselves over this stuff. To go a polling station and spoil the vote. And it cost Boba Hamilton to win. Now, Mr. Surford, even though them do that, Mr. Still sorry for them are human beings. But what a price to pay to do stupidness. What a price to pay. That's what Boba Hamilton and the JLP done to our people. And they were so foolish that they go and sell themselves and see what happened. Where is Boba Hamilton and all of this? Me say she got after everything done, you know. Them sell out themselves. Check out the young men them before they go detain them. Here's a clipping showing the commissioner of police, right? That's a clip where it was showing the V sign for the Jamaica Labour Party, the commissioner of police. Showing him support. Let me tell you, I know we're gone, you know, brethren. I reach, you know.
Where is the
blogger coming out and chatting all the time and crap at people here. Because you have blogger who may believe who are intelligent, people like Clifford and George Davis. And don't use the word journalists when you're talking about them. Please don't. Please don't. They are JLP blogger. Them like bright and Munchie B, you know. Them don't see them like Munchie B. I know some Munchie B illiterate. You can ask Munchie B what is the debt to GDP, you know. You can ask Munchie B how where Tete in economy, you know.
Hold on there for me.
She don't know that, you know.
Hold on there for me, Marshy. I said to Munchie B one day on her platform that it is the duty of any government to provide housing for its people if there's a natural disaster. She said that that's not in the Constitution and I'm lying about it.
And you see what well I don't know. You see how she treat the old lady.
I saw it.
The old lady rock to a labor, the part of her ocean of blood on you look on it. Red green. She now one creature. And Moon should be able to tell the woman when she did young and strong and she know front and whatever, she should have saved money then from that time. So it tell me what Moon should be doing now, you know. Moon should be using our front right now.
Marshy,
save some money for the future.
Marshy, let me say something to you. I will not entertain Munchie over here. You know why? She let me lose off of her when it come on to this old lady here.
Well, you lose. So you didn't have hope in her Munchie.
No. I will, and I have hope in her because I know the way she's speaking. You know, she's illiterate. I'm not saying I have any hope in her. What I'm saying is this: that she's gonna meet it because of what she did to this old lady. Mark my word, she's gonna meet it.
Sir Marshy.
This old lady just support her party.
Hold on, Marshy. We have a personal line here. Go ahead, my friend.
Marshy, may I ask you a question? They arrested the young men in the community this morning as early as 3-4 o'clock,
Marshy,
right?
you have the fan on your phone, Marshy?
Yes.
It's driving me up the wall here.
I'm more friendly.
All right, go ahead now, friend.
So they arrested the young men this morning at around 3-4 o'clock, right?
Yes.
How much young men did they kill over the last year and a half? So it begs to wonder now, were the young men that they killed, were they innocent young men? Because if you go into a community and pull the strength out of the community so that you can cause chaos, don't you see that as a strategy that they use to go in on the women? Because you leave the community with just women, you know.
Let me answer a question. Let me answer a question. Both you and Marshy. Marshy, which country you know take out the young men out of the community before they do anything in there?
Jamaica.
No. Which country? Marshy, come on, man. You listen to international news. Which country?
The Israelite.
Okay.
So I am saying, when they kill off our young men, it's a easy, because they know us as Jamaicans, you know, they know our strength in a Marshy. They know if we really stand up like Nani and the rest of the national heroes, you know, we are powerful humans, you know.
Yeah.
You know something though, Marshy and my good friend here. Today when I saw all of this, you know, I said to myself, something came to my mind. I mean, I say I got tell me nothing, because some of it will lie. Me believe, as I sit here in this studio at my home, I believe that there will be something happening in Jamaica very soon.
It is going to happen.
This government.
You used to blow a balloon when you're little.
Oh yes.
You know what? When you blow it too much,
Yeah, Jack on the hat, yo.
that's a one.
What
And
happened?
the second thing is what?
You get dizzy.
Yes.
You know, my good friend Jerry Small always said this, you know. One day the dam gonna bust.
Yes.
But Jeffrey, are we really waiting on the one day? Why can't the people of Jamaica...
Hold on. It takes them... Listen to me. There's a lot of people who will sup, you know. When you want it to come in, go come. You hear me? One day, you know, get up and hear. It's like I get up and hear about the bulldozer, eh? Don't worry yourself. You don't hear about something else.
But Marshy and Sir Jeffrey, for the other people who are living on squatters' land, because honestly, you know, Jeffrey, not everybody can afford a piece of land in Jamaica, you know, especially 6-7 years 6-7 years ago, you know, most people still couldn't afford a land for $2.5 million, you know, much less now for $8 million, you know. So the people who are squatters in Jamaica, most of them blood pressure is way up in the hundreds now, you know, Jeffrey, because they're wondering if they're next. So I'm saying to these people, stop wondering if you're next. Get up from wherever you are and go and support these people. Stop it now. Cut the cord. Right, yes, sir.
Listen.
Unplug the current.
Them got one place a center where there. Them bulldoze the people them. Them go a Cooper's Pen now, Bullbay. Then that St. Thomas. Them bulldoze them go St. Thomas, West Albia. Them a bulldoze them. Over Pier up Colonel Charles and his daughter. A thief the land. I want Colonel Charles. Your age, take your time and live your remaining days like myself. Stop trouble St. Thomas people. And tell your daughter to be careful. The quarter full and it will explode. Stop walk around and thief the land. Stop it. Something will happen.
Yes, Master.
And your son, one minister of labor. I wonder if my minister of labor or my minister of labor right. Because me don't know what really I do. I want to.
Marsha, your minister coming in. Go ahead.
Marsha.
I want to be at work with him.
No, hold up.
I should be at work and I keep up this flatness.
Yes. Marsha, your next call coming in. Thanks for calling in.
All right, so we'll take it easy.
Yeah, man. Good. Good evening, make we talk your live. Yes, good evening, you're live.
West.
Yes, sir, West.
That's my people them at Goopers Ben. My people them. All right. So the book that I send you, you will see everything what I'm talking about. All right. You hear me?
What about the book, Mr. West?
I said what we talk about Coopers tonight. My book that I sent you, you will tell you everything what's going on. Okay?
Okay.
You got the book, right?
Yes.
Yeah, read it. You see exactly what I'm talking about. And then let me another time you can talk to me about it.
No,
right?
but hold on. If you're saying that what is going on in Cooper's Pen is in your book, then talk to us because people are here. Don't you have the book on Amazon?
I said I send you the book.
All right.
And what you're getting is the same thing that's been going on.
I'm saying to you, talk to us about what is in the book about Cooper's Pen. The listeners hear you.
I can't. I send you the book. You have to
All
read
right.
it.
Okay, sir. Thanks much.
All right.
Jeffrey, another question we asked before I run, you see?
Yeah.
There's a blueprint over Jamaica. And all of these politicians basically got a copy of the blueprint.
What blueprint?
Let me continue. The blueprint that they got, right, basically tells them, look, we have to gather as much land for ourselves before the rich come into Jamaica.
What are you talking about?
There must be a plan for Jamaica why so many things are going on.
There's no plan. Listen to me. Hold on.
So much land, Jeffrey.
Hold on. There is no plan for Jamaica. You are just hearing about these land things because there is internet. The two political parties have been raping lands from the people of this country from Wapikil Philip.
And I agree with you.
Okay.
And I agree with you.
So there's no blueprint. They're just stealing the land and sending to their friends and cronies. That's been going on for years. It's because social media is aware of it now.
But they are selling it to investors. Remember, the Prime Minister said, don't buy St. Elizabeth will look like Dubai now.
This Prime Minister is something else, yeah?
All I know, Jeffrey, what happened today should be a eye opener for the rest of the squatters. And I see a person comment that squatting should never be normalized, something like that. Sir, I don't agree with you.
Let me say something too.
Everybody has to live somewhere.
Let me say something too. No? From ever since this country came in existence, there's squatting going on. The two political parties in this country has condoned squatting from ever since. It is not right, but if the two political parties who formed government at one time or the other was providing lands for its people, this would be going on.
Exactly. So the people have nothing more to do but to live somewhere. Because I'm not going to live on the street, Jeffrey, if I can't afford a piece of land.
There you go.
And if I can't go to the hardware to buy some lumbers, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the woods and cut some tree down and build myself a house for my family, right?
Exactly. As we say so long for tonight, my friend. Thanks for coming on.
You take care, Jeffrey.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
You do stay on this case for me, Jeffrey, because it's wrong.
I will.
Especially for the 3-day-old baby.
I will.
And I hope that little baby goes down in history of what took place to he or she and the mother. That's wickedness. And when you look, Andrew Oldest in a big house, him and him 2 sons and him wife under AC. Huh? All of them under AC. Some of them not even paying JPS bill because them are rigged JPS line, but them not get catch.
No, it's these politicians, when it comes on to the bills, the people of the country pay the bills, because they get the perks of being a member of parliament or being a minister, or mainly minister. So you get the perks of everything like that.
I am going to say this and leave your program.
Yes.
You see, Mr. Rattigan, Marvin, even yourself, I said it to you, but you gave me a response. The 60% of people that left in Jamaica, if you guys could capture their heart and take back Jamaica, it would be something else.
Let me say something to you.
60% is waiting for somebody they can trust. The 60% is waiting for somebody who they can trust. I have never voted, But
let me say something to you, though.
You can go down there and have my vote.
Let me say something to you, though. You will never get... let me repeat it. Let me rephrase it. Mr. Rattigan will not go down to Jamaica to run as a member of parliament or as prime minister or whatever. There are other people who can do that. What Mr. Rattigan will do is to stay in the United States and hold the government accountable. And that's what we're going to do. Whether the PNP or the JLP, we're going to hold them accountable. There are other people down there who are and some heroes who can stand up for the country and run for parliament. I don't want to run for parliament.
We need to call the names so the people can know them.
I don't want to run for parliament.
Because the only true people that I'm seeing fighting for the people
Jamaicans, my friend, hold on there. Hold on.
Yes.
Until the Jamaican people get out of their head about PNP and JLP, you could form 1 million party. You're not going to change nothing. I've Conrad Bryan online. Hold on a minute there. Conrad, go ahead. You're live.
Jeffrey?
Yes.
Jeffrey, I just want to say, I don't even want to spend 1-2 minutes with you. I just want to put some things in perspective. One, we must get away from this almost nonsensical argument
where once we have a person is out there defending or fighting or so, and we talk about that person should come and run in politics.
No, sir, we don't have to do that.
It's a nonsensical argument. Every time people approach me with that, I said to them, listen, it is 63 constituencies you have in Jamaica. And on the rock in Jamaica, you have almost 3 million people. And in the diaspora, and that's where you have an equal amount or more than the 3 million. So we have to understand that it's only 63 seats, and you won't have 63 members of parliament from any one party, because one party not going to win all the seats. So we need to understand that if we go at the council level, it's 220 something council seats I think we have.
Yes.
Right? Therefore, we must understand that there are persons who do things at different levels. I don't have any interest in representational politics.
Neither do I.
I offered myself once, and I had a runoff. I lost the runoff by 12 votes, and so on. And, it's all good. I don't, as a matter of fact, I do, while I have a political preference, indeed, however, when it comes to doing my work, I am basically a consummate professional, and if it means that I have to call out the PNP, I call them out. If I have to call out the JLP, I do so. That is the lay of the land as I understand it. However, I also want to just basically say to you, Jeffrey, that it is important, history is important, and there are times when we basically say the two political parties because we believe that we have to say that to be political correct. That in itself is not correct, is not right either. Because when you look at the People's National Party track record in terms of doing what they should to assist, I'm not saying that they do everything, much more could be done. But when you look at the effort that they made to basically put lands in the hands of the people, whether it was back in the 70s under Michael, whether it was in the 2000s or in the 90s on the PJ and so on with Operation Pride and all sorts of things, places like Karachi, the Pines of Karachi, all those areas. You look at Melrose Meadows, all over the place that they basically put land hands in the hands of the people. Also, when you look at the landmark housing trust project that was put in place that people continue to benefit from in terms of housing and so you have things that have been done by one party. I'm not saying that the JLP has not done anything, but when you look at the track record of the People's National Party in terms of assisting the masses to basically own a piece of this rock, Jeffrey, it is worth mentioning. You understand? So I don't like this argument when we say, boy, the two parties are the same thing. And another thing, finally, let me tell you something. In every country, you're going to have your political divide where you will have two strong political parties. It is so in Canada, it is so in Great Britain, it is so in the United States, and I could go on and on and on. It is so in Trinidad and Tobago, it is so in Guyana, all over the place. Nothing is wrong with people have their strong political view. What we must do is allow different views to contend and basically understand that we can agree to disagree, right? That is what democracy is. Democracy is about vigorous competition and so on. Nothing is wrong with it, right? What we must do as a people is hold our politicians to account, hold their feet to the fire, and demand that, for example, when they step out of line, they resign, and we look at what we're doing and ensure that, listen, at the end of the day, when you go to the ballot, you look at what the offerings are and you vote intelligently. You vote intelligently.
Mr. O'Brien,
as Bobby was saying earlier, that when you look at the manifesto,
You know, you have even with the land tenure here, where there was a proposal made as to how poor people or people who are on land for a long time would be helped out and would help to ease the squatting problem. And what did they do? Right? And also, the question must be asked as well, was the manifesto discussed extensively so that the people were educated enough about the choice that was there?
Mr. Obi.
Yes, sir. The gentleman was coming in.
Both parties have been in power for a long time now, right? And people have been trying to hold these parties accountable. And the same thing keep repeating and repeating. I agree that Mark Golden never get a chance to run. But it is time for these politicians to go to prison. And none of the two parties are not sending none of themselves to prison.
Let me ask you a question.
So
Hold on. If there's nothing under Jamaican law if Mocha hasn't done an investigation to charge them for something, how are they going to be charged, sir?
Then Jeffrey, if them have Mocha in their pockets,
so who going to charge them?
That's why you need a true party and a true leader.
No.
Jeffrey, it can be done. Jeffrey, it can be done. It can be done. These criminals need to go to prison.
Carla, let me say this to you. There's another layer. We talk about sending people to prison. People go to prison. There's a judicial system. There's a laws in the country that has to take its process. And no political party would form tomorrow. If you form government by any political party, give them power tomorrow. They cannot just go and say, listen, and the whole say I'll go to prison.
Can't work.
The judicial process have to work itself through, sir, and there are layers of system there. That is why you have not just one court. You have the parish court, you have the Supreme Court, you have the Court of Appeal, and indeed you have the Privy Council or the CCJ. You know,
put laws in place that will hold accountable.
Right? So you have hold on, man. Hold on. We mustn't done some people when we talk, you know, sir. We must basically try to educate and to inform. That is my job. And I'm not going to sit by and basically just talk glibly and idle because of whichever political party in power. I'm not in that. I am into basically educating the people. We have to understand what is the lay of the land. For example, even with what took place down in TRELAWNY there, right? What I am disappointed in is that this evening at this hour, we have not seen anybody from officialdom, i.e. the Ministry of Labour, or even the Prime Minister, anybody come and say, listen, know that these people are without a roof over their head. Babies are out there. What are we going to do to ensure that something happens? That's what we want. Because the damage has already done. So we need to basically look at what is happening now. And if there are breaches within the system, such as basically attacking the people in the wee hours of the morning like Nicodemus, we must come together and empower these people with our 2 cents, our $1, our 50 cents. And ensure that they get lawyer so they can test the system and sue the backside out of the government. Or whoever, well, maybe not the government, but the persons who is responsible to do this. That's what we need to do.
Exactly.
All right, Jeffrey. Blessings. Take it easy.
Thank you very much, Canada Brian. Thank you, man.
All right,
All right. Thanks for your contribution. Listen to me. Let me make this clear. Let me make it clear again. I know for myself, and I think I can speak, unless he changes his mind, I think I can speak on the behalf of my good friend Wilfred Rattigan. He has no interest in running for any political seat in Jamaica. His interest lies in holding government accountable, whether it be the Labour Party in power now or the PNP in power come next 2-3 years. If we're God spare alive, we're still alive. We have to be here to hold them accountable. So when you hear people talking that we're only here going down JLP, we're not. And I'm not here to form any political party. My good friend keep on saying that we must join this to make a party, whatever, whatever. There is enough laws on the books in Jamaica to hold anybody accountable. But there has to be something to say, okay, this person is, or this person may handle the cookie jar. And if it can be proven that he has handled the cookie jar, then let the law take its course. There is rumors that he has this and he has that, but there is no case brought against him. So there is no way that person can be charged and put to court. There's a lot of cover-up going on in Jamaica, of course. As what Conor O'Brien said earlier on, you could form 1 million... All right. If Wilfred Samuel Rattigan and Jeffrey Tavares and others decide to go and form a political party to run in Jamaica, you believe that we can get up when we win the seat? We win. So we win. If we can get up and say, okay, lock up that person. We can't do it. We'll be breaching the constitutional right of the person. There's nothing brought against the person, so there's no way. And no prime minister under history in our constitution, I'm not saying it don't happen, but in our constitution, you cannot dictate to the police force what to do and what not to do. It's not supposed to happen. As I said, I'm not saying it does not happen. Maybe it happened, but it's not supposed to happen. So if you could form a million party tomorrow morning, we cannot dictate to anybody to look up anybody. The Integrity Commission was formed in a way to be weak. You can't blame the people in the Integrity Commission. Those who formulate the Integrity Commission, let it be weak. So I'm saying to you all tonight, we could be talking to a blue in the face about Jeffrey Tavares must go run or Wilfred Rattigan must go run. It's neither here nor there. What the people need to do in our country is to get together and do something about what's going on. And I'm saying this to you all tonight. I know for a fact in my lifetime, none of the politicians will ever face the law in Jamaica. They may face the law elsewhere, but not in our country, Jamaica. Because the corruption that run in that country is unbelievable. And if there's nothing sent to the to Mocha or wherever to investigate, then Mocha can't investigate anybody. Many of you may say, boy, Mocha in the back pocket of them. You think Mocha can just jump and go investigate after the Prime Minister and there's nothing presented to them? No. And we must have common sense and let common sense prevail. If you need savior, we must save ourselves. We are the one who put them there. We have the power to do what we have to do. So if we continue talking about Jeffrey Tavares must go run, Wilfred Rattigan must go run, go where? Run from Nigel Point to Moran Point? Huh? No, that's a question. Then the same Integrity Commission come back and said that they must not be charged. You didn't hear that? The Integrity Commission recommend that they must be charged. And the same thing can come here, come back and say XQYZ. And if those who supposed to charge are not charging them, then what must we do? What must we do? You believe that if a Jeffrey Tavares and a Wilfred Wright going to form a political party tomorrow morning, we can't get for charging? And that's what I believe. There are laws, and we have to abide by the laws of the land. Jamaica is a democracy. It's not a dictatorship. It is a democracy. Anyway, it is 9:32, 8:32 in Jamaica. The people of Cooper's Pen in Trelawney, Jamaica, it's in crisis. They're out there in the element of the night. Thank God. I'm going to take this last call. And then that's it for me for tonight. Good evening, sir. Sure. Yes, I agree with you, Colonel. Politicians are going to prison in our lifetime, yes. But based on what is going on here now, I don't think it's going to happen again unless something is being done properly. Good night. Make we talk here live.
Jeffrey, good night.
Good night, sir. Last call for the night. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been listening to the program from the start. And enforcement for Kalia.
You
just mentioned that the Integrity Commission recommend a corrupt politician be charged, and then they come back and retract what they say and say no charge should be laid against them. Is that so? Is that what
I never said that, sir. There's something I saw that the person supposed to be charged. And then they said that, I think it was Andrew Wheatley. I don't remember exactly what it said about Andrew Wheatley. Something about Andrew Wheatley though. Let me go and investigate it first. But I remember seeing something like that.
Okay.
And what Andrew Wheatley did is to take them to court. He's gonna drag out in the court. He's gonna drag out in the court.
So what about this woman who is still languishing in jail from SSL?
What about her?
She's still in jail, right?
Of course.
You see how the system. Jeffrey, you were mentioning about Rattigan and you is not interested in to form a political party to challenge these two parties, right? And I hear you say that, right? But other countries operate under this multi-party system, like even Guyana, Trinidad.
Let me ask you a question. Look how many political parties have been formed in this country. Any of them reach anywhere?
No,
okay.
None of them reach nowhere.
Because you know why? Because you know why? The Jamaican people, the back of their head is only PNP and JLP for them.
I don't believe it's the back of their head is only PNP and JLP for them. I believe the system keep them poor.
It has nothing to do with any system, sir. You have the Marcus Garvey movement. It didn't go anywhere.
Okay, listen.
And I can call
before
names.
You even got this out, I don't know you have a platform and a mic and you have an outreach for a lot of people. Some declaration need to be revised, Jeffrey. Marcus Garvey party didn't go nowhere because the colonial entities that support the JLP and the PNP destroy Marcus Garvey party. Be honest, be ignorant.
All right, now let me ask a question now. You have the UIC. Where the UIC gone?
The UIC stumbled from its inception. Jeffrey, you know that.
I don't know that.
Well, remember Mr. Patterson had other issues.
So you believe, all of you believe, is a political party must change Jamaica?
Of course.
Oh, so why don't you form one? So why don't you form? So why don't? Hold on there. Why don't you form one?
Why don't? Come on, Jeffrey. Come on. Why don't I form one?
Yes.
Why don't I form one?
Yes.
Jeffrey, the PNP and the JLP were formed under colonialism. They were authorized by the
asking
colonial
you,
master,
and I'm
the
asking
farmer
you,
party,
hold on.
to control the descendants of
Hold
these
on.
as slaves.
Hold on. You all are having a problem with the two political parties. You all are saying that Wilfred Rattigan and Jeffrey Tavares must go form a party and run.
No.
Hold on now.
No, got it, sir, Jeffrey.
Hold
No,
on
got
now.
it, sir.
Hold on.
No, got it, sir.
Hold on now. And we must go run or whatever. My question to you tonight, why don't you organize some people and form a party?
Well, let me tell you something. The farmer party now, you take resources.
Oh, and we have the resources.
No, we not suggest that. We not suggest you individually have the resources. But people need for we need. Listen, I love the PNP. I'm a Michael Manley PNP.
There you go.
I love the PNP. Listen, I love the PNP. Michael Manley made the PNP relevant today. Michael Manley make the PNP relevant today. Right? But I've observed the closeness of these two political entities. They each cover for each other.
For years.
Yes. And what I realize, and I'm going to have to put my mouth on ground and chat. The PNP look like they are the pacifier right now. They calm the people when the people want to rise. And that make them not trustworthy. Let me tell you that straight. Yeah? They become the pacifier. Like they turn in the other cheek to oppression and wickedness when the people expect them to rise up.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When there is a problem here in the United States, the Democrats rise up?
Of course they rise up.
Hold on. You see Chuck Schumer out there, they demonstrate the people, them?
Chuck Schumer a traitor, man. We say Antifa. We say Antifa.
Hello. I'm not going to talk American politics on this program.
Yeah, but don't mention Chuck Schumer. Don't mention Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer a traitor. We say Antifa. Hello?
I am asking you a question, sir. You know why I touch the Democrat Party? When people are out there protesting in America, they don't protest as Democrats or Republicans. They protest as Americans.
That's your opinion, Jeffrey. You're entitled to it. I'm on the ground.
Can you allow me to speak?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
They don't protest as Democrats and Republicans. Why is it that the Jamaican people must wait and the PNP to get up?
The MAGA group, no protest as Republican base.
Why is it that the Jamaican people have to wait on a political party for them to stand up for themselves? Answer that question. Why?
You can't expect individuals to get up and go this.
Hold on. When Miss Kay Osborne get up, she get up as a PNP and go out there.
No, Jeffrey, don't go there so man. Don't go there so much. She get up as a individual.
Oh, but no. But you said a while ago. Hold on there, and I gotta go now. You said a while ago that nobody can do as an individual. That's what you said a while ago. You just said this a while ago.
Get up because there was a cost to get up. Don't I tell us that the people need the right moment?
So why should they wait on the PNP?
The PNP opposition leader is paid $28 million a year
and
to be an opposition, or $25 million a year for the opposition.
And so?
What do you mean? If you don't plan to go to jail for the people interest, step a fucking side.
Hello. No. I can't my program. Go somewhere else with it. Don't come on my program with that. Don't do that. Don't come on my program with that. Don't do that. You don't come on my program and curse. Don't do that. I have children watching this program. I must have respect. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for coming on. Thanks to my good friend Conor O'Brien. Thanks to all those who make it a part of this program here. And tonight, our prayers goes out to the people of Cooper's Pen in Trelawney. Everybody out there who don't have anywhere to go tonight. And we hear nothing from a Prime Minister who told Portia Simpson Miller in the Parliament that he's a defender of the poor people in this country. My heart grieves tonight for the people. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk program. This won't be a 9-day wonder. We'll continue having this the same way. The St. Thomas land issue will not be a 9-day wonder. Thank you all for coming on. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. And let me say something tonight. If you're coming on this program and you can't have a good discussion without you cursing, don't come on my program. We must have respect for people who are watching this program. There's a lot of children watching the program. A lot of children are watching this program, and we can't make our emotion get the best of us. We cannot let our emotion get the best of us. We must control ourselves. Good night, Make We Talk.
Jeffrey, I joined in here. What happened in Cooper's Pen in Trelawney?
Pardon me?
What really happened down there in Trelawney? I joined in here. I don't know what happened. I'm asking what happened down there.
The bulldozer down some houses down there. About 25 families out of our house tonight.
Oh my God. Okay. So it's a bulldozer government. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
Have a
sir.
good night.
Same to you, sir. Yes. We can talk without getting so emotional that we have no curse and disrespect other people. I know my good friend, he always call me. I don't have nothing against him, but at the end of the day, we have to show respect for the children who are watching this program. For the children who are watching this program. And this program is a program for everybody to watch. So we must have respect for the children who are watching this program. I want to say thank you all tonight. Thanks for the callers. Thanks to Mr. Dennis Meadows. Thanks to the counselor who came on to enlighten what is going on with the people down there in Cooper's Pen in Trelawney. I want to say thank you all for being a part of this program once more. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Until you hear my voice again, I want to say thanks to Walking in Divine Purpose too, who came on. Until you hear my voice again, I'm Jeffrey Tavares saying so long. May God bless you. May God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I don't think I'll be on tomorrow, but you will see other programs. I want to say thank you for coming on. God bless. Have a good night, everybody.
Ten years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a fill while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council bro? Country suffocate done and it just more. And when we raise revise so call we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negri, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All less our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I'm not too late.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negri, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live. 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew will live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Your JLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negri, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council bro? Country suffocate done and it just more. And when we raise revise so call we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. The people,
Them say no.
we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door.
Police, time to go.
Time to go. From Kingston to Negri, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. All less our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people cupboard empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I know too late. Time to go, the people. We say no, 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. We can't afford feet. We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.